is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game.
Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished.
This is Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
X about me,
With Professional Sutton.
You already know.
Chris G.
My homie.
And the Rucker Report.
My family, what up?
They for real.
All straight with no chaser.
Let the games begin.
Let's go. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
Ooh, I love it when I hear that. Feel like Funkmaster Flex in the building. Flex drop another bomb in the building. What's going on, everybody? Thanks again for tuning in to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton. Yes, I'm happy. Yes, I'm in the building. Find us, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. It's actually under my name, Professional Sutton. I thought I was doing something. I didn't know what I was doing, so I'm not going to lie. It was Don't Shoot the Messenger, but then got another account. So if you want to find a podcast, go to Professional Sutton. You'll see Professional Sutton, and it'll be Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. So, boom, highlight your boy. So tonight, as you can see on the screen, we got some great topics. We're going to be talking about Antonio Brown. Was he wrong in the way he handled his thing? If you don't know, I'll be talking about that. Also, Lamar Jackson. Is he the real deal? We don't know, but we will sure find out. And I'll tell you why. Also, Dallas wins in a big way. Dallas has been putting it down. Well, no. They put it down on the Giants. Again, people talking junk. It's just the Giants. It don't matter. A win is a win. Anytime somebody can get a great win, my hat's off to you. Salute. You did your job. And, of course, my San Francisco 49ers, they got that win. So I'm so happy. I'm so excited, man. I'm so happy. I don't know what else to do, but like I said, we got some great topics that we're gonna talk about, man. And I'm as you can see, I'm transitioning, and as far as transitioning to learning how to use a screen, that is, So, I got the background. Oh, your boy feel good because this has been a long time coming. So I'm really happy that I got everything that I need to have on the screen. It's still a work in progress, but again, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Just know it will be, on and popping. So I love it. But anyway, without further ado, we want to thank our sponsors, 94.3 WYBC, the rhythm of the city, home of the Juan Castillo morning show. And guess what? You can catch your boy every morning from 7 to 10. And if you're not in Connecticut, if you can't get it, even if you're in Connecticut, just go to 943wybc.com and listen to us talk about everything from sports, culture, pop culture, music, everything. So you're going to get your dose of old school R&B, some new stuff. So it's going to be dope. So definitely swing by there. So AB, if you don't know, he was traded from the Raiders. That's the Oakland Raiders, that is, to the New England Patriots on Saturday. If you guys don't know what the scene and what the scenario with that is, AB was upset at the way he said he was treated with the Oakland Raiders. Now, let me just say this, right? I seen the writing on the wall a long time ago. I already knew. I said, okay, so you're going to leave Pittsburgh because he couldn't leave. So he still was under contract. So he forced his way out of Pittsburgh. Okay, I get it. Him and Big Ben, they had their issues. He didn't like how Big Ben was handling things. Cool, that's fine. When he went to the Raiders, I said, he's going to force his way out. People said, well, how's he going to do that? That's impossible. No one can force their way out of a team like that fast. I say, yes, he will. First of all, he's at one of the worst organizations right now. No shade to the Raiders, even though I'm a 49 fan, but no shade. But he wanted his way out of there. He didn't like how things were going in Pittsburgh. He knew he couldn't go to New England. So he said, you know what? I'm going to be upset that I can't wear my old leather helmet. So being that he couldn't wear what he wanted to wear, he made a big fit. So he jumped into a cryo chamber on top of not having a helmet, didn't have the proper foot protection stuff on his feet, burnt his damn feet off damn near, but he was okay. Then he went and called Mike Mayock. Now, listen, I don't like Mike Mayock. If you don't know who Mike Mayock is, he is an analyst. He is an expert. He is the one who scouts, and he was on NFL Network for many years. He says a lot of bad things I don't like about a lot of black quarterbacks, and their upside and potential is usually bad compared to white quarterbacks. But I digress. So he goes and calls Mike Mayock a cracker. Now, I don't like all the bosses I have, right? I don't like a lot of shit that's going on in a lot of places that I work, but I will damn sure not call anyone out of their name, because if they say you nigga, it's going to be a problem. So, that part I did not like. I didn't like how he handled himself in that manner. So I will say I didn't like that. But him taking destiny into his own hands, yes, I do love how he handled and finessed that situation. Not only did he handle and finesse the situation, he left the Oakland Raiders in a really bad place, because you want to know why? The Oakland Raiders gave up 2 picks. They gave up a 3rd round and a 5th round pick. And guess what? The Steelers don't have to do. Ding, ding, ding. They don't have to give it back. So guess who's looking like the fool here? The Raiders again. The Raiders looking like a fool again. So again, now I know a lot of people are like, well, he could have handled it differently. Okay, he could have said some stuff differently, but I don't have a problem with how he handled it. And here's why: because I think that a lot of owners put a lot of players through hell. Now, I was talking to the GM of 94.3 WYBC, Juan Castillo, and he said, well, I think that there should be some incentives, and players should want to play for incentives, because you want to be in a place where you want to play. You want to be able to earn and not just get. And I agree with that totally. So wholeheartedly, I agree with that. However, a lot of these damn owners and a lot of these coaches, they do certain shit. And I'm sorry if you have kids. I'm trying not to curse. They do a lot of stuff that's really funny in the playbook here. So it was so dope to see Antonio Brown grab life by the horns. I see. You see, I curved myself. I'm doing better. Grab life by the horns and said, guess what? I will find a way to do what I want to do. Now, people call it being a baby. So what? People say that he was unfair. Okay. So are most owners, so are most teams. But guess what? He got the job done. People didn't like it, but he got the job done. And that's what is so important, is that he got the job done. He forced himself out of the worst situation and put himself in the best situation. God's plan. God's plan. You know what I mean? So I love it. I seen the writing on the wall. People say, well, he's not going to make that happen. Yes, he will. He made it happen. He did a great job. AB made sure he secured his future. I don't care about the money. And then people said, well, they left $30 million on the table, $14.5 million guaranteed. Guess the Patriots said, we'll give you 15 for 1 year, $10 million guaranteed. How can you turn that down? I don't know. I won't be able to turn it down. That's how I feel. I can't turn that down. That's some good money right there. AB found a way, exploited the system, and now he's the New England Patriots. Clap it up for that man. Clap it up for that man. That man did a great job. And I got notes too. So if you see me looking down, I got some notes, man. And one analogy, and I don't want to take credit for it. I believe it was Marcellus Wiley and Jason Whitlock, talking. And they said a lot of these owners want it to be a marriage situation. They want you to stay with them till death do you part. They want to have all the glitz and glory. Something to that extent. But then I put my own little spin on it. I said, owners treat it like a marriage, right? They want you to stay to death do you part. But they want to be able to get the prenup so they can have all the fortune, all the fame, and you stay where you are because you came in here with nothing, so you leave with nothing. And that's a lot of owners' mentality. Not every owner, but a lot of owners feel that way. A lot of owners feel, well, I can put you in the worst situation, put myself in the best situation. So I don't mind when I see these guys doing what they do because, again, when you're playing football, you are what? entertaining. No one was hurt. He didn't kill anyone. And people said, well, that's not a good precedence to be setting on a kid. Well, guess what? You should be teaching your kid what's right and what's wrong. You shouldn't say that he's a bad person because how he handled that situation. You should say that's not how you handle business. But then you tell him. But again, I don't have a problem with that. I think that what he did was knew his worth, and he knew he can go somewhere and contend and win a championship. And that's what he's going to do. So I don't think it was wrong. I think that he did what he needed to do. Even if you look at when AB was, in Oakland, he looked so sad, even at the press conference. I mean, this guy looked like he didn't even want to be there. It's like, AB, do you want to be here or not? I don't think he wanted to be there. I think he knew from the get-go, I am finding a better way to get the money that I want. And that's what AB did, and that's why I love it. Again, people look at me sideways. People are probably going to comment and say what they want to say, but please do comment. I love the comments. I love for you to have a perspective. I don't want you just to be up here taking my side for everything because that's not life. But I do also want you to know that this man looks happy. Now, again, granted, this is Photoshop, but he put this picture out. I didn't put it out, He put this out. And, as you can see by the comments, you got one Raider hater. He said, you playing this crap, don't pull a hammy next week. Well, I guess he won't because he can't play next week. So I love it, man. I love to see players entertain. And that's what the hell he was doing. That's why I don't have a problem with it. I love it. AB, get your money, man. I live in Connecticut. So I get to see some good football. I get to see the Patriots play. Again, I'm a 49ers fan, but as you can tell by the colors of my room, you can tell by the helmet in the back. But I'm a Tom Brady fan. Tom Brady's, he is the GOAT. He is a 49ers fan. Ask Tom, he'll tell you he's a 49ers fan. Now, speaking of being a fan, I am a fan of this man here, Lamar Jackson. I don't know if that's his middle name, but I'm calling him Jontavius anyway. Lamar Jackson doing this thing. In case you don't know the stats, look at the stats. 400. 5 yards. No, I'm sorry. That's the wrong stat. No, I'm sorry. That is your boy. Yeah, I got the wrong stat up here. I'm sorry, people. Yeah, let me take this down here. I got the wrong stats. But in case you don't know, he threw for over 300 yards. So I'm giving you the wrong stats. Sorry. That's Dak Prescott. You're going to talk about him later. I know a lot of people are saying, well, Lamar Jackson, he's not that good. He played against a bad team. That's how you play against a bad team. You get 5 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson. Let me get his stats up here because I don't want to be looking stupid here. I'm already looking crazy here, putting up the wrong stats. That guy gonna look at me crazy. So Lamar Jackson, in case you don't know, he ramshacked the Miami Dolphins. He had 324 yards and 5 touchdowns on a route where they score 59 points. That's right, 59 points. As the Miami Dolphins had 10 points to the Baltimore Ravens, 59. Now, people said, well, just the first game, Miami stink. Don't matter. Yes, it does. These are grown men. This is the NFL. These are professional athletes. Respect that man, gangster. Free Kodak, by the way. So, I'm sold on Lamar Jackson. Again, like guys like Mike Mayock, who said he didn't have a lot of upside. Yes, I'm looking at you, Mike Mayock. You said that he wasn't really good. Again, I'm looking at you, Mike Mayock, and also your boy. I can't even think of his name with the funny wig. I'll get his name. But I'm proud of Lamar Jackson and what he's doing out there right now. And people, shouts out to my boy Trey, man. He's a Green Bay Packers fan. He said, well, it's the first game. He ain't played nobody. Stop it. He led him to the playoffs and he choked against one of the best teams. It's okay. It's okay. You put on for your city. That was his first time going to the playoffs. He'll be back. Then when he get back, then what? So shouts out to Lamar Jackson, man. I'm on that Lamar Jackson train now. These are the right stats. I got it up there this time. Dak Prescott. Now, I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan by no stretch of the imagination. No, I'm not. I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan. No, I'm not. I'm a 49ers fan, you know. Golden red till I'm dead. But let me tell you, when I see a good quarterback, I know a good quarterback. And even the Dallas Cowboys nation got to give it up to this man. Because this man, Dak Prescott, man, let me tell you, man. Again, I got to get my notes here. I'm being professional here. 406 yards, 4 touchdowns, and guess what? He didn't throw one interception. Get it up for that man right there. That man, Dak Prescott, is doing his thing. I love it. I love what Dak is doing. I love that Dak is showing all these pundits. Listen, you say I don't deserve this money. Well, guess what? I'm going to show you against the worst team what I'm going to do. Also, when I play a good team, I'm going to show you what they're going to do. By week six, I want y'all to pump y'all brakes. I want y'all to jump on this Dak Prescott train and say, you know what? Give him his props. And I'm talking to Aaron. I'm calling out your whole government, man. You know, Aaron Fleming, man. Aaron Fleming, he's a Dallas Cowboy fan, but he don't like Dak. He said, what has Dak done? And I asked you, Mr. Fleming, what had Tony Romo done that Dak has not done yet, besides play more years than him? Playoff appearance, got that. Almost won the Rookie of the Year, too. I mean, but he got a monster in front of him who's on his team, by the way, named Ezekiel Elliott, a.k.a. Zeke the Freak, doing this thing, who also signed $96 million, $90 million, over $50 million guarantee. Shouts out to that man. But for you to say that Dak is not good, Aaron, come on, man. He's been proving it time after time after time after time. And he's going to continue to prove it. Only thing Dak needs to do is win the Super Bowl. And I'm going to regret saying this with all of my heart. I want the Dallas Cowboys to I can't even talk. It's like my mouth. I want the Dallas man, sorry. It's tough saying this right now. Yes, it is. It's tough saying this. I want the Dallas Cowboys to win the Super Bowl just so people can shut up about Dak Prescott. That's why. Now, when they win, it's going to be disgusting because we're going to have to hear Dallas Cowboy fans talk and talk and talk. But I want them to put some respect on Dak Prescott's name because Dak Prescott has done a lot for his team, and I don't think that people are actually aware of the things that he has done for his team, and they not appreciating the things that he has done for his team. So I want to see Dak Prescott wins, and I hope he wins. Because if he wins, I can throw it all in his naysayers' faces. But it's sad because most of them will be Dallas Cowboys fans and they'll benefit from him the end. Now, speaking of winning, in case you don't know what team I'm about to talk about, that is my 49ers. Yes, we got a win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers yesterday. Now, I know a lot of people saying, well, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It does not matter. Well, guess what? It does. It does matter when you had to overcome all the things that we had to overcome. When you had to overcome agony, defeat. When you had to overcome just losing horribly. People laughing at you, having high hopes. In case you didn't see that, again, I'm a 49ers fan. Yes, I am. I might just leave it up there. For those of you that are listening, what I did was I put a 49ers picture up. So people that are watching on YouTube and Facebook, they can see this. I need y'all to see this. I need y'all to really, really understand how happy I am. Cause Jameis Winston, boy, he just thought he was doing something, and I am looking for something. By the way, I'm looking for some cool sounds here. I'm like a little kid. I wasn't even supposed to be doing all this, but I am happy. So I'll find some good sounds. If not today, then guess what? I'm gonna find some soon. But I can't find no good sounds. Wait, I might have. Nope, can't find no good sounds. It's okay. It's okay. But I'm happy that my 49ers, we get the job done. We still have a lot to work on. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, on offense, Jimmy G got about 3 touchdowns called back. Also, he hasn't been back for a while. So I'm going to give Jimmy G a pass. I was talking junk. Yes, I was. Shout out to Tosh. You know I was talking junk. Shouts out to our house as well. That's another club I am in on Facebook. Also, shouts out to my 49ers club, CT Faithful chapter. Yes, 49ers Empire. We were in a building yesterday in Stratford, Connecticut at Joey C's. I had to leave. I felt like I was superstitious. I felt like when I was there, our team lost last time. But guess what? I went home and we got a pick 6. We took it to the house. 49ers got that dub. So, you know, I was really happy. Yes, I was really happy. So I had to come and brag and talk about that. Now, next week, or a few weeks from now, I might be sad, but don't fret, my friends. I still will be here with you talking junk. But I just had to do a recap on a little quick hits. In case you don't know, it's me, Chris G, and D Ruck, a.k.a. Deshaun Rucker, who does the Rucker Report. That's his name as well. We will be bringing you more, and we will be in-depth talking about football, talking about basketball. But mainly, since it's football season, we're going to be talking about football. So that's going to be fun to talk about. That's going to be a really good one. So we're going to be talking about, you know, football and everything else that we got to offer. So with that being said, I want you guys to go to my Instagram page, just the real DSTM. Also follow us, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast on Facebook. We have a group, we have a page. Also on Twitter, real DSTM1. I'm up there. I'm getting more active up there. So you will be hearing my mouth, and I will be talking more as time goes on. Also, want to thank our sponsor, 94.3 WYBC, the Rhythm of the City, home of the Juan Castillo Morning Show. Catch your boy up there 7 to 10 every weekday morning. Give us a call if you want to. I would love for someone to call and say, I'm calling in because Professional Sutton told me to. I'm going to give you that number. That's 56203. 562-9430. That's 203-562-9430. And if you call and say, hey, I saw your video, I might get you something special. I might get you a Don't Shoot the Messenger t-shirt your way. I got to do that. So if you call the radio station and say, hey, I just wanted to give a shout out, I'm listening to you, I got something special for you. So I got you with that. Also, I will be doing some fantasy stuff as well, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, thank you for tuning in to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton. Look forward to seeing you again. Peace.